up, guys? It's Ray with Night Solutions here in Canada. Here to talk to you guys a little bit of a kit rundown. I'm here with Cam from Zero Sig. Cam, if you want to give yourself a little bit of an introduction to the viewers.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a 9-year CAF veteran. Spent a little bit of time at JTFX as an operator, and I shortly from there on got out. Have my own company now called Zero Sig, where we specialize in law enforcement, military, and civilian training. In terms of law enforcement and military, we do a lot of the stuff in the low vis clandestine atmosphere.
Yeah, awesome. Which is why his face is blurry. It's not just for you guys. I can't see his face either. We're going to talk kit today. This is Cam's helmet setup, and he's going to kind of run us through what he set up and why. We'll go over a few things and just kind of discuss what he's got going on here. So if we want to start from the front of the helmet, work our way to the back,
Sure.
and yeah, just kind of go over things.
Yeah, sure. So nothing too crazy. I'm not reinventing the wheel with any sort of Alienware type NVG mount here or anything. It's just the Wilcox. I'm boring, I know.
It's a classic.
So the night vision I got on here, the NVDs Echo Plus 2400 FOM, I believe.
Yeah,
If
that's
you guys know more than me, please feel free. I just turn them on. You know what I
yeah, yeah.
mean? Um, Going up here, I don't have the LPMR on them right now, but I have the USB-C cable that's routed on the left side. So the reason I put it on the left side is I'm right eye dominant. So when I have them down, I'm usually focused more on my right side. As much as you try to maintain SA, like your body's your body, right?
Yep.
Keeps it a little bit out of the way so that when you're bringing up your rifle and you're on an IR reticle, then you can still see it, and there's no weirder obstruction, or you're not doing like weird stuff with your eyes to try and see around when you shouldn't be. Um, I'm not too much of a patch guy. However, I am running a bunch of patches on here just to uh, keep all the cables managed. And as you can see with the USB-C cable, it runs into the counterweight where that's where I typically keep battery pack in order to enable it and keep everything uh, an extra external battery pack in order to keep everything running.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, the modern helmet setup is cable management at its finest,
it's
right?
honestly
Yeah, yeah,
we're going to becoming half cyborg, so like all the cables is just absolutely incredible. Yeah. Um, yeah, in terms of comms, I just got the Ops Core amps with I got them on the arms right now. I'm not a big fan of the arms really. I know a lot of guys are not. They went back to the like arc rail adapters and they mod them just to have a little bit of offset. But
yeah.
typically, what I do is I just wear it with the headband and then put my helmet over it. Mostly that's because whenever I'm wearing the helmet, we're doing something super specific, and typically I'm in plain clothes overseas, and that's me wearing a helmet with comms like that is kind of wild. That'd be pretty weird.
Yeah, it allows you to have continuous hearing protection and communications without needing to have the overt signature of a helmet, right?
100%,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, Moving to the rear of the helmet, I have the battery pack. I just put a little bit of Velcro on there to show you I love America, because God damn it, do I love America. And yeah, and then I route that cable back through the helmet um, underneath underneath the helmet cover, and then it peeks out towards the front just so I can easily grab it with my non-dominant hand to plug it into the NVG set. Um, Moving along here, uh, as a full disclosure thing, this is a training helmet. So I usually run an ops core fast, SF high cut, whatever other billion letters you want to put in there. But this one right now is just a revision that I gutted, and then I put the ops core rails on it. I'm more familiar with them, and then I'm more things work with them, so that's why I put that on.
Absolutely.
Um, Forget the name. It's the MXAD mount.
That's
Or
the MAX, the max mount from
Mac
SNS
mount.
printers.
Yeah.
SNS, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I just run that on my dominant hand side just to easily, I usually use it as an umbrella light. However, and it's on white right now, but if we're gonna go down to somewhere deep, I'll put it on IR and have my nods down just to give a little bit of extra flare so I can see things anything lurking in the shadows when I'm lurking in the shadows.
Yeah. Not to get too far into the weeds on TTPs and stuff. You want to talk about what umbrella lighting is, just for people who don't know?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So, let's say you reach your LOA, like your last point in a room or a structure, and you've done your re-clears, your SSE team's coming in, which is a whole other bag of stuff that I know I'm using
Yeah.
using
Yeah.
acronyms. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, just if the lights are completely cut and we don't want them back on, we'll just flip this bad boy up and just put it on, and then the light cast on the ceiling just gives it a little bit more ambient light into the area.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially you got another, like 8, 9, 10 guys doing it, then
Yeah,
you're
you're not blinding everybody when you're doing it, right?
yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what's nice about that mount as well, right? It has the ability to point forward downrange if you need to throw IR or white light downrange, but then you can also point it up for doing your
Yeah,
follow-on actions, right?
it's a great piece of kit, and it gets rid of all the like tinier Princeton Tech ones and stuff like that. You
Yep.
just sort of just run one, and I know some guys run two, but I mean that's shooter's choice, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so just at the top of the helmet, I got a Hellstar. A lot of guys run Mantas. I like the Hellstar. I typically run it a little bit more in the back, but for all intents and purposes, right now, I just have it right on top. Yeah, guys typically, use it to flag the air taxis to make sure they don't kill us. Also for ISR, if we're dropping anything hot, it's mostly just friendly stuff if you're calling in something danger close.
Yep.
Can also mark areas, if you just drop it somewhere sort of inconspicuous, but it has like vision to the sky, ISR could be like, okay, so this is the area of concern we have. Show you the interior of the helmet after I get past this beautiful, beautiful flag that I made. Custom flag. It's a custom Zero Sig Canada IR flag. They might be for sale if you maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ask me.
Yeah. We'll put a link in the bio.
Going down to the inside, I gutted this helmet. I took out the harness inside just to make it more comfortable for me. I didn't want it to crush my brain. And then I took out all the revision stuff and replaced it with Team Wendy. Just like any other gear guy would tell you, or anyone that wears this shit overseas, wears this stuff. Oh, sorry for swearing, mom. Um, uh, it's just for comfort, like you can wear this. You're wearing it usual the past 30 years, I guess. You wear it in a hot place. um, and yeah, you just want to be as comfortable as you can. So I got the BOA system and just Team Wendy pads. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, it's good stuff. We'll talk a little bit about some of your other kit, kind of how you got that set up as well. That's awesome information on the helmet there. Really appreciate it. We'll dig into, I guess, the plate carrier next.
Sure. Yeah, so going on the left side of my cummerbund, I typically keep the expander wing tucked in here. That's where I keep my radio. I can't stress it enough. Like, if you can't fix your radio yourself and you need someone who specializes in radios, cool. But I mean, you should be able to do most of the stuff yourself
Yeah.
and do it quickly.
Yeah, the expander wings are nice too, right? Because they're adjustable. So if you have to run different radio platforms, you can adjust for different like ride heights and different radios, right? So
100%,
yeah,
yeah, and the retention system on them is pretty good for radios. Like
yeah,
I've yet to really have an issue.
yeah,
Um, Other than that, all I really run here is a GP admin pouch. It's from Tier. Just when I got issued, I sprayed it myself just to, I don't know, I was bored. I had a laundry bag.
idle hands.
um, yeah, so typically all I keep in here is like, extra gun tape for charges, or like sometimes breacher cheat sheet, or a wrist coach, and then mostly my nvgs, batteries and stuff going here. It's easily reachable because I keep the zippers to the front just so I can grab it once we start doing low light, or we're going into a complex or caves or anything where it starts getting dark. We got to get those on quick. So
Sure.
um, looking down, I just have a Yates lanyard. So I took the usual um, locking mechanism carabiner off, and I just put normal carabiner on there. just to make it easier. It's only for rifle retention, faster open or detaining a puck or whatever. Is you just got to make sure things are out of the way as much as possible because it just gets messy and then you get more frustrated and everyone is just it's just a big pile of nonsense. I keep my electric tape up front just in case I need a quick connect on your deck cord or anything. Just it's just more convenient to have in the front. Some guys run it on their belts in the back. Shooter's choice.
Yeah, yeah. Tape's just one of those things that it's always good to have available, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
yeah,
it's it's weird how much you need tape.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So moving on to the right side, it's got a Faro pouch here. So as I said, I just I usually keep a smoke and then a couple of bangers in there, just for myself. Um, nothing wild. Sometimes maybe if there's nothing in there, it could be snacks. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, moving down to the rear, so this is where I keep my shotgun retained. Um, my So my sling comes around here, goes under my arm, and then the shotgun just stays put on these two magnets. Um, I used to have these webbed in. I made this weird paracord webbing thing because they're under desk magnets actually. If you want to conceal metal stuff under a desk.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
um, and I screwed them into the cummerbund just because I found that the paracord webbing was kind of making it ride on each other and stick together, which made stowing the shotgun fast after a door breach almost impossible, really. So that's why I screwed them in.
Yeah.
Now they're set and it always works. So got nothing bad to say about that. That's really my cummerbund. Other than the DA knife from Direct Action, it's a great knife. It's from I think Trin Blades makes it, but yeah, I've had this knife for a very long time.
It's
You
a sweet
sharpen it,
piece.
yeah, you
Yeah,
sharpen it, keep its edge, but it's a good knife.
yeah.
It's a nice double-sided knife, yeah.
Now let's get into the back panel here. Discuss that a little bit. Obviously, there's a lot going on in the back panel of this thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so here what I typically do with this is I might keep, a couple extra mags or just a couple of boxes of bullets in here. I also keep an SSE bag. That SSE bag will usually be Ziplocs inside of the laundry bag.
yep.
It's just easy to break out and take whatever you got to take from wherever you are doing whatever
Yeah.
you're
We'll leave it at that. Yeah.
doing. Other than that, it's the assault back panel. So I just keep three bangers up here for the buddies to take if I'm number one on the door or what have you. And then I have the hydration pouch. You know, I typically run my extra mechanical breaching stuff in here if we use it. Typically don't. I'm not big on the mechanical breaching. What I like is I can keep a couple of nunchucks in here. So they're not actual nunchucks. It's rigid charges.
Yep.
So just keep a couple of rigid charges down here, and they're you easily grab them rather than reaching behind your brunch box or doing anything weird in front of you, or just kicking them the whole time and you're just hitting your quads, and you're like, why did I put them here? Uh, Other than that, yeah, I keep it pretty clean. I got my antenna webbed into the back underneath the back panel with a wire routing system, just so if I gotta go whips up because we're in something a little bit more austere, it's fine.
Yep.
But other than that, it keeps it out of the way.
Right on. Yeah, and then you got two horizontal magazines back here as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, the again, this is from Tier. I just webbed it into the webbing. It sits really good. Sits off of my back, and like when I'm sitting in a vehicle, they don't get snagged on anything. It gives me some lumbar support, even though my vehicle brags it has it, but it doesn't. But yeah, these are everyone thinks these are for just your buddies, and they are. They can be. But they're actually for if you're in prone and you want to change a mag, you just
Yep.
reach back and grab one. It's much easier than
Absolutely.
highlighting yourself and
Yep.
getting out of cover.
Doing
So
that half roll.
yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. That's quite the plate carrier setup you got there. Let's talk a little bit about the belt next.
Cool.
Yeah. So just walk us through your belt setup here and kind of what you've got going on and why you set it up the way you have.
Yeah. So it's a Ronin Tactics belt. I don't know which type. It's the most common one you see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
That one's been around a long time.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually one of the better ones I've used. It is really rigid.
Yep.
And I mean it's been tried and true. Like I've seen this even I think before I joined the military. I've seen guys rocking Ronin. So
Yep.
um yeah, just another lanyard here. This is just, keep yourself secure in a helo or if you're tying off to a vehicle on a mobility assault. Nothing crazy. You don't even really need it. I just put it on here just to explain why, some guys would have it. It's just safety.
Yep.
Just, being safe, doing safe stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Safety's number one. Yeah.
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 Yeah, no one outranks general safety.
Yeah.
What I kept getting told. I keep S beaner here with my chem lights. These aren't taped up. Usually tape them up so that it's just a little bit showing because
Yeah. Under nods a chem light, it gets very bright.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
why is the sun on the ground?
Yeah. Yeah. Just need a little bit to show through, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, so typically tape it a little bit so you can, if you duck under your nods, you can see the color, so you're not bypassing anything dangerous or going into anything dangerous.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm running two S-Tac 45 Canon mags for my pistol. This is just because I got the brunch box on the plate carrier, and it's sometimes it gets hard to like lean out and grab your pistol mag. So keep it on a 45. I can just strip and clear and get back to work.
Absolutely.
Um, Moving over to the left side, again, a little bit of a Frankenstein kit. I don't really run one thing only or brand or anything. I got the Spiritus Justa pouch. What I like about it, it has two pockets on the interior. Um, so there's the main pocket that you can put things in. What I usually put in there are extra shotgun shells. And then a notepad and some admin work in case there's other admin that is necessary. I gotta take notes or whatever, jot something down so I don't forget it for later. Um, I keep one AR mag in here, just my e-reload. Keep it nice and close to my e-reload suite.
Yep.
Uh, this is my dump pouch. Typically only deploy it once I get to or on target, or if I'm getting out of a vehicle, I'll deploy it just because it's typically a snag hazard. They're not too rigid, not this one anyway. It's more of just a streamlined one in case you need it. I've mostly used it for like water or SSE. Really, you don't
I
really.
was going to say water bottles is a big one, right? Just
Yeah,
have something ready to go.
the what is it? The world is my dump pouch.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Is sometimes how it goes. Shouldn't, but this is sometimes how it goes. Um, on the back, I just run my Blue Force Gear med pouch. I don't know which one this is called. It's the small one. Um, it has enough for me in there. I keep a roll one close by, sometimes in the car if we're doing stuff in the car or anything else to have something bigger for a section plus. But when you're on target, you got to worry about you so that everyone else can worry about them.
Yep.
So I typically run a grenade pouch here, but I switched it to a magnet just because when I was down in the States running training, we had 12-inch shotguns. Shout out to Tier 1 Group, Memphis SRT, Sid, Brian, love you guys, man, and Amber. Um, yeah, that's why I run that there so that there is 2 points of connection.
Yeah, and that integrates into the magnet system that you have up on the cummerbund, right? So the
Yeah,
whole thing
yeah, just keep
locks in.
2 points of retention
Yep.
plus your sling. So
Yeah. Right on.
um, pistol, I run a level 1 retention. If I want it to be level 3, I use this little bad boy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's high tech right there. Yeah.
It's from Calgoons, actually. This holsters from Havoc Holsters, collaboration from Calgoons. It's actual cowhide, so
Pretty sweet.
take that for what you will.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. Nice little smoke wagon holster. So I run the modular holster adapter from True North.
Yeah.
Um, I find that you can, make your pistol cant or your pistol holster cant the way you want it to optimize your draw.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of guys running that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I keep it on the 3 o'clock rather than closer to two. I just don't like it up front.
Yeah.
Just I find it impedes your mobility a little bit too much.
Yeah, and if you're prone out, right, then it's on the front of your leg kind of
Yeah,
thing, right?
then you're looks like you're twerking.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Yeah, no. Definitely not. Awesome. That pretty much does it for the kit rundown. Anything that you want to cover off, shout out projects that you got coming up or anything like that?
um, no, not really, man. Just keep an eye on the Black Crown Dispatch is where I keep I throw out tips and stuff for the field out there on my website and yeah, just stay tuned to our YouTube channel. There's a lot of footage coming down, and hopefully it'll be some of it will be educational, some of it will just be, man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Links to those things will be in the description below. You can check that out. Check out Cam's website and look forward to doing more collaborative work together. That does it for this episode, guys. Be good.